Lining up. Off and racing in the second division of the Dennison Commercials maiden race for 4yo Geldings. Gill is prominent to the first, so to the Sketcher as they take fence number 1. Mayfield, the early back marker. Bulgard and Castle took a chance. On they go through the gap and on their way towards fence number 2. Gill leads from Intense Ambition towards the outside of the Sketcher. Mr. Pessimistic is next, and then Gaelic Rover with Stone Cold and Bulgard and Castle. Further back to Kershaw, Mayfield. As they go out of that one, Breeze Through Life is towards the back with St. Herbert. As they go now to race on towards fence number 3, and Gill is pressed on by 4 to 5 lengths or more to the Sketcher on the inside of Intense Ambition. Back and forth is Mr. Pessimistic, and they're chased in 5 by Gaelic Rover as they go to rise towards fence number 3 in the second division of the Geldings. Gill over, bidding to give Connections a double, and Stone Cold has gone at that one. Landed a little steep and didn't get the landing gear out, so Stone Cold, horse and rider, quickly up as they take the bend now to take them on round towards fences 4 and 5. Gill Clare from Intense Ambition, who leads the rest, then the Sketcher, Gaelic Rover, Mr. Pessimistic and Bulgard and Castle. This group are being followed back in the field towards the outside by Kershaw. The inside is Mayfield, Breeze Through Life and St. Herbert is last of all. As they come now on the approach towards this one and make their way up to past the post, Intense Ambition just jumps a little deliberate out to his left, but up they come. Gill, much reduced advantage now. They've latched on to the leader with joining him on the outside Gaelic Rover, and in between horses is Intense Ambition, and this group are being chased by Mr. Pessimistic, and then behind that goes the Sketcher. Bulgard and Castle and Kershaw are next with Mayfield and Breeze Through Life. St. Hubert is last of all. Now they race on their way towards fence number 5, and out in front Gill with Intense Ambition right up there too. As they race into the turn, Gaelic Rover is right with the leaders. Turning left-handed now, Gill with Gaelic Rover the centre, Intense Ambition, then Mr. Pessimistic. Just in behind this leading group is the Sketcher as they continue on the downhill run now to head along the back straight second time. They're followed by Bulgard and Castle, Kershaw. Breeze Through Life is next, and then towards the inside Mayfield, and towards the outside St. Hubert. Fence number 6 coming up. Over in front and taking on the initiative. Now, another mistake there by Bulgard and Castle, and Breeze Through Life wasn't foot perfect, but Gaelic Rover now takes them along as they come now to race through the gap and go towards the middle fence along the back straight. This is fence number 7 they come to now. Gaelic Rover with Intense Ambition right up there too, and they're chased by Mr. Pessimistic as Gill has dropped back to be 4, and then just behind this group goes the Sketcher. Bulgard and Castle is close behind, and this group are being followed by Kershaw, who's next. Coming on now towards the fence, which will be 7 from the finish, and it is Gaelic Rover over in front from Intense Ambition, Mr. Pessimistic, and then just behind these Gill, the Sketcher and Bulgard and Castle. Further back to Kershaw, who in turn is in front of St. Hubert. Mayfield is towards the back of the field with Breeze Through Life disputing the back spot. Continuing on the turn and making their way in towards the straight with 6 fences left to be jumped, and out front leading them on towards the 6th from the finish, it is Gaelic Rover from Intense Ambition in second. Towards the inside is Gill. Riderless horses just amongst the leaders as they come towards this one, and Gaelic Rover leads them over from in second, and the riderless horse, in making a mistake, hampered Gill at that one. Heading up to past the post with a circuit ahead of them and 5 to jump, and out in front it is Gaelic Rover from in second, Intense Ambition, and third is Mr. Pessimistic, and they're followed just in behind in fourth by the Sketcher, Gill, Bulgard and Castle and Kershaw. Behind these is Breeze Through Life, who's towards the outside. Towards his inside is Mayfield, and St. Hubert remains last of all. Coming on now towards 5 fences from the finish, Gaelic Rover, and pulled up before that one is St. Hubert has been pulled up. The rest remain racing as they make the bend, bring them on round towards the back straight where they have 4 fences left to be jumped. And out front Gaelic Rover, Intense Ambition, and then just behind them is Mr. Pessimistic. The Sketcher is next behind these, Ahagil further back as they continue on the downhill run now, and they'll reappear with 4 to jump. Gaelic Rover, Intense Ambition, Mr. Pessimistic, Ahagil the outside of the Sketcher, and then comes Kershaw. Mayfield is just in behind Breeze Through Life as they come to the 4th last. Gaelic Rover over in front. On the outside is Mr. Pessimistic. In between them, but a length off them, is Intense Ambition, and this trio in turn in front of the Sketcher, who's next, and then being followed by Agil. Behind these, Bulgar and Castle with Kershaw. Break to Breeze Through Life. Last of all is Mayfield. This is the 3rd last coming up now. Close to call up front between 3, and they're bunched in behind the leading 3 as well. It's Mr. Pessimistic on the outside of Gaelic Rover, Intense Ambition ridden up alongside. Ahagil is right behind them with the Sketcher. Bulgar and Castle, and just behind these is Kershaw. There with the leaders as well. Breeze Through Life is next, and Mayfield is about to be pulled up. At the 2nd last, Gaelic Rover right there with Mr. Pessimistic as they take it, and they're being chased back in 3rd by the Sketcher, who's now asked for effort. So too Bulgar and Castle and Kershaw, and they're beginning to get away from Ahagil. Dropping back now is Intense Ambition as they round the turn towards home, and it is on the outside Mr. Pessimistic, on the inside Gaelic Rover. The one that's trying to close the gap on them is Kershaw, heading now towards the final fence, and now taking over the lead is Mr. Pessimistic, who has it to the last from in 2nd Gaelic Rover. Kershaw's back in 3rd. 1 fence left to jump, and Mr. Pessimistic comes to it, steadied into it over in front from Kershaw in 2nd. A mistake, and we lost in 3rd. Pulled up as well, another one before the final fence. So in the closing stages, Mr. Pessimistic is going to win this going away. In 2nd is Kershaw, and 3rd is Bulgar and Castle. It's just the 3 to finish, because the last fence faller was Bulgar and Castle. Well, the last fence faller rather was Gaelic Rover. Pulled up there were Ahagil pulled up before the last, so too was Breeze Through Life. Another one to pull up was the Sketcher and Intense Ambition. They all pulled up before the final fence.